See, what y'all got to understand is this is all by design. And I'm not talking about just prison. I'm talking about the state of black people in America and all around the world. They want to point their fingers at us. They want to point their fingers and say, look at them. I told you so. That's how they are. Say amen. But what they won't say, and what they won't tell you, is that's how they are. Because of the physical and mental conditions that we liberated them from and into. Y'all quiet. And some might say that post-slavery was worse than slavery itself. They liberated us into a pack of wolves. No 40 acres and a mule. With no land for former slaves. No money. No skills. Can't read. Forbid us to read. They say some slave owners gave us 20 minutes. They got not even 20 minutes, 5 minutes to get off my land. You don't want to stay, you got 5 minutes to get off my land. Folks left everything they had. If you wanted to be free. Again, no 40 acres and a mule, which was promised by America. Y'all better watch who you're having allegiances with. Matthew chapter 7 and 15 says that the wolf comes in sheep clothing. Y'all better watch who you got smiling in your face. This is the land of broken promises. People that they forbid to live comfortably, never knowing when they may be sold off from their family and friends. That sound familiar? Today we call that gangster stalking. But we'll talk about that at another date. We were a people that they would whip mercifully, sometimes to death. We were a people that weren't allowed to congregate amongst one another without supervision. We were a people who never knew when these devils would come and kick our doors in the middle of the night with hooded pillowcases over their head. Today we call them masks. Snatch us up out of our beds in the middle of the night, drag us out of our homes, torture us, put a noose around our neck and lynch us. They've since made us that white pillowcase mask. They've put us in disenfranchised communities atop one another like ants, creating some of the most despicable and deplorable conditions for us. And then they perpetuate this unemployment and inflation fiasco. They drop off drugs and guns and alcohol in our communities. Then they run up on their hill, sit back and relax, and wait for the fireworks to begin. And we never let them down. It's all a lie. We proved that it was a lie a long time ago. There's been several Black Wall Streets around the country, and they've purposely destroyed every last one of them, killing black folks by the tens of thousands, destroying black-owned businesses, hospitals, theaters, companies. They've killed tens of thousands of Negroes throughout this country. And I'm talking post-slavery. I'm not talking about slavery or the voyage here or the voyage from Africa to America. That's a whole nother story. Because then we're talking about killing Negroes by the millions, killing Africans by the millions. That's a whole nother sermon. Amen? I'm talking about post-slavery. But whole communities and whole cities in some instances were destroyed. Black folks killed by the thousands, left with nothing all over again. This devil is something, man. He's something. And in some instances, these terrorists used airplanes. That's right, airplanes. On these defenseless, small group of minority black folks. And that's right, I used the word terrorists. Terrorism is new to them. It ain't new to us. It ain't new to us. I keep telling y'all that Jesus is the way, the truth, and the light. I tell you, they use that same Bible, that same Christianity to control us in slavery. But it's that same Bible, that same Jesus that shows us what the true essence of freedom looks like.
Preach on, man.
Jesus is Lord. Say amen.
Amen.
And another thing.
Amen.
Amen.
Did y'all know that Wall Street came back a second time around? That's right. They got their name Wall Street the second time around. That's how much they thrived. That's how much they showed how resilient a people we are. They did all of this in spite of the obstacles. They did all this in spite of the local lawmakers and governments who refused to assist and reimburse and help out in the rebuilding. These black folks had to work after hours. They had to sneak and work after hours at night, throughout the night. Then go to work, their regular job, about 10 hours a day. That is the resilience of our people. They won't tell you that part. They ain't gonna tell you that part. The only thing that hurt Black Wall Street the second time around was the fact that they set up highways and byways all around the businesses. Black Wall Street. Let them set up their businesses. And then they did something else that was very crafty and underhanded, just like the devil. They came up with the Civil Rights Bill. Desegregation. We think that was, that was the greatest thing. We made strides. Yeah, but we're black power. We're making strides. Devil don't do nothing for nobody else.
Tell them, brother.
You better start looking at the underlying message, the real reason. Black folks spend over $1 trillion a year with other folks. Black folks spend over $1 trillion a year with other folks because they want to wear name brand stuff.
You ain't lying, preach.
Because our self-esteem is so shot. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all did it. Y'all was out there. Looked like a walking billboard. How many people's name were you wearing when you was out there? Y'all quiet. Say, amen, I know what I'm talking about. And so again, the man found another way to burn it down. He used us again. He put the pillowcase mask over our head again. Desegregation. We are so eager to be included with everybody else that we sabotage our own backyard, that we sabotage ourselves. I hope y'all hear me, man.
Amen.
trying to send a different animal out there. I want y'all to be equipped for that trip when you get back out there.
Amen. Amen.
Your people are brainwashed, but you won't be. Say amen.
Amen. Amen.
Amen.
We're so darn eager to make everybody else rich. Nike don't need you. Adidas don't need you. Gucci don't need you. Calvin Klein don't need you. Champion don't need you. The list goes on and on. They got all kind of generational wealth. We already made them wealthy 1,000 times over. Generational wealth, 1,000 times over. They don't need you. Now I'm going to tell you something else. You don't need them. Say amen.
Amen.